What's going on, y'all? It's your man Desert Eagle, and I'm back at you with another video. All right, so the Eagles destroyed the Jets as expected. You know, I like the you know, we did what had to be done. You know, it was all expected. You know, us destroying the Jets and all. You know, I expected dominance, though I could say I expected a lot better. What's going on, everybody that's in the chat right now? I'm kind of driving right now, so you know I can't read all the comments. But you know, always have your seatbelt on. But yeah, y'all. So it was a good win. You know, defense did a lot more than I expected. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, you know, I was kind of expecting the offense to do a lot more, but the defense actually did a whole lot more. You know, 10 sacks. What's good, everybody that's joining? You know, 10 sacks, 2 interceptions. You know, their backup QB had a little what do we say? He was getting pressure, man. I felt bad for that quarterback for the Jets. What's his name? Luke Falk. I felt really bad for him, honestly. But yeah, we just laid the smackdown on the Jets. I mean, as expected, but you know, I told y'all I'm not going to get excited because it was only the Jets in the end. You know, we did what had to be done. But I'm going to say this. I expected a lot more from our offense. You know, Carson Wentz were only like 180-something yards, like 1 touchdown, though they got no interceptions. Or maybe it was the Jets defense. They did slightly better. But I'm going to say this, though. The Jets, not going to lie, I'm going to say like sometime before halftime, they gave me a slight little concern, you know. The way they were playing and our offense was playing a little too cute, you know, and their defense started having, you know, some kind of momentum. I was thinking to myself, like, here's what's going to happen after halftime. Either the Jets are going to come back because of how their defense is doing, or their defense is going to be gassed out because their offense is not doing anything at all. One of that is going to happen. But thank God, you know, we still have not allowed them to score. Our defense played the entire 4 quarters. You know, they didn't slack off or anything. I just, you know, I was a bit disappointed in the offense, though. The offense was very sloppy, and, you know, you got to do a better job, you know. There was some very questionable play calling, like, I think it was like 3rd and 30, I believe, and you run the ball. Not just run the ball, but you run the ball with Sproles. Can't be doing that, man. Cannot be doing that. You cannot take any team for granted, no matter who they are. You can't take any team for granted. Hold on a second. Because I do not want this connected by Bluetooth. I guess not that it really matters. But, hold on a second. This thing is not connected. Hold on, y'all. One of those things. It's one of those things, with the port issue and all of that. Make sure we mute Kanye West too, because don't want no damn copyright. All right, so it was a good win. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but you know, there was some very questionable play calling going on, some very sloppy offense plays going on. But I mean, I know we can't complain too much. I mean, in the end, because you know we got the win. You know, I guess that's all that matters. But what's good, Eddie, Casey Kidd, Grunge Smurf, Daphne? That's your name, Daphne. You know, what's up with you, man? To everybody that's watching, man, Jonas, everybody that's watching. If I don't say your name, my mistake. You know, I see y'all commenting, but, you know, point in the road, you know, safety first. But it's not really much to be said. You know, we dominated, we showed up, we did what had to be done. But I wasn't really impressed with the offense, though. The offense needs to do a better job. I felt like our defense kind of put up more points than our offense did, honestly. I mean, well, I know Jordan Howard got a touchdown and Zach Ertz got a touchdown as well. But I felt like our 2 defensive touchdowns was very impressive. Nate Gary with the pick 6. It was a great read by him, even though it's only Luke Falk. But Nate Gary with the pick 6, crazy read right there, you know, cut off the screen. I know I want to see more of that, but like I say, it's only the Jets, so I can't say too much about that. But it was a nice little pick six by Nick Gary. And here's another shocker. One, I was not a fan of the signing. Orlando Scandrick did much more than Ronald Darby has ever done this whole season by far. I know it's only been about 5 games now, but he strip sacked the quarterback and returned it for a touchdown. Broke a tackle or two, you know. Hey, I'll fucking take it. I'll take it. I mean, shit, Orlando Scandrick, but I want to tell you this, man. I want to know this. How much points were we really putting up had it not been for those 2 defensive touchdowns? It pretty much probably would have been 14-6. I mean, given though how that offense was playing, I felt like I've seen there were some drives where we were moving the ball down the field and it just stopped just like that, you know? I think it ended up being like a few field goals or something like that. I mean, look, if we're gonna move the ball down the field, we gotta finish it. We gotta score. We gotta do, you know, when we got all that momentum, we can't be, you know, just be slacking in the end. Especially when it's a team such as the Jets. I'm gonna be honest with you. If we if we lost to the Jets or had a very close game to the Jets, I would have been very concerned about our season. I would have been very concerned. You know, it's likewise going to be with the Dolphins. You know, I know we're going to Miami this time, but we should blow them out as well. But if it turned out to be closer, I'm gonna be a little concerned, man. I'll be a little concerned. But speaking of Redskins, Jay Gruden got fired. How about that? Took them long enough. Because I kept saying this, as long as Jay Gruden is the head coach of that team, the Redskins will be trash. And I felt like even though it's only week 5, they're 0-5 now. It's like, at this point, what do you have to lose? He didn't even want to draft Dwayne Haskins. I'm not going to bring the race card into it. But then again, RG3, he cut RG3. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because, you know, there's plenty of black folks on the team. We're not going to throw the race card into this. Come on. If that's the case, he would have got rid of Josh Norman. He would have got rid of several. I can't really name everybody on the Redskins. He would have got rid of Jordan Reed. He would have got rid of, what's his name, Vernon Davis. He would have got rid of several people. So we're not going to throw the race card into that. Jay Gruden is just a trash head coach who makes a lot of boneheaded decisions. That's just what it is. And you know what? Even if it took that one video they caught him, you know, at some party, I don't even know if that's really true or not. You know, because some were saying that was him, some were saying that wasn't him. But if that really was him, you should thank the person that recorded that video, because he just saved your franchise. You can say clout chase, you can say all that type of stuff, but he saved y'all. He saved the Redskins. The Pats are undefeated as well. The Pats are undefeated, but enough of that. I'm happy they got rid of that head coach. I shouldn't be rooting for the Redskins to get better. I don't want none of that, but I want competition in this division. Give us a reason to be excited every single week, you know, of what our team is going to go against. And speaking of which, the Giants, they got exposed. I even picked them to beat the Vikings. You know, Daniel Jones is on fire. Daniel Jones was on fire. They won back-to-back. You know, apparently the passion for Giants fans was getting real. You know, they were taking over and all of that. But then, just like that, the Vikings, who weren't even all that good, came to MetLife and just brought them back to reality. I guess turns out the Giants aren't all that good after all. But hey, look, you look on the bright side, the Giants they actually know how to win games now. They got themselves a new quarterback. It ain't Eli. It ain't same old song or dance with Eli anymore. So at least I'm happy for that. You know, every team in our division got new teams. Got new quarterbacks. You know, they got one of the future. And I'm not going to judge Dwayne Haskins off of one bad game. Look, they put him in a bad situation. And Jay Gruden was trash, you know, so they ain't trying to start Colt McCoy. Come on. But anyway, But anyway, man, look. The Redskins are probably, I don't know when they're going to win their next game. I really do not know. But they might, I mean, they somewhat got a solid defense, but the coaching is just awful with that team. You know, everything's wrong with that team. Giants, they'll be good for years to come, but this year is not their year. All right. I mean, when Giants fans started winning games, the first thing they were doing was calling out Eagles fans. I mean, that's why I'll tell you, I need to pump y'all brakes. It was only the Bucks. It was only who else did they play and they beat last time? I can't remember. I don't really care anymore at this point. But y'all should have worried about getting a little better before y'all started to mention us, you know. But but anyway, you know, we'll talk about the Cowboys very soon. It's not really going to be too much bashing, you know. I mean, though they deserve every second of, but you know, we're not going to talk about them just yet. Eagles and Jets, we're still undefeated, all-time record-wise, 11-0. If we make 12-0, we might be tied in NFL history with a certain other team that's won 12 straight, or I can't remember. I don't really know. But we're not going to see that until another 4 years from now. But you know, I thought this would have been the year the Jets would have given us a great shot, because I left my dad watch at home. I just realized that. But I thought this would have been their year, but you know, the injury bug took over them, and I hear Luke Falk is out now. I mean, now they're on their second practice squad QB. I don't know, man. The Jets are really suffering over there, but I mean, in the end, you know, it's all yeah, the smartwatch I didn't have on me. You know, I left it at home charging. But in the end, it's part of football, man. But you know, it happens. You know, Eagles were suffering with injuries, you know, last year. I mean, they're still suffering with some now. But it's all part of football. But I'm gonna tell you this, Jets fans. I'm gonna tell you this. We'll give you Josh McCown for a first-round pick. We'll give you back Josh McCown for a first-round pick. But anyway, look, I'm just, you know, that's all I got to say, you know, about the Eagles and the Jets. There's not really much to talk about. You know, we blew them out. It was all expected. Not really anything to get excited about. You know, on to the next. We're going to Minnesota. Now what I got to say about the Cowboys. Now, look. I know y'all probably expected me to make another series of, you know, y'all still them boys. You know, I would love to. I would love to make a, you know, video bashing the Cowboys, give them all types of heat that they deserve after they was talking all that crazy shit after going 3-0. Flat out guaranteeing the division, you know, pumping their chest a little too much, talking about how the Eagles are overrated, bashing Carson Wentz, doing all this crazy shit, you know. Trust me, they deserve every single shit coming to them. But I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm just going to stay here, you know. I'm going to worry about my own team moving forward, you know, because one, we got the Vikings, and two, I'm trying to ease off this, you know, list where, you know, all we do is talk about the Cowboys. So I'm not going to, all right. I mean, I know y'all want me to, you know, troll Cowboy fans and everything. I mean, I already had my little fair share of fun trolling Cowboys. I had my fair share, you know, of trolling the Falcons and everything, you know. They deserved it. I mean, the Falcons, 1-4, man. That sucks. But, you know, a lot of them came out, was talking heavy shit, so they had that shit coming. But damn, I expected a lot better from them. But anyway, man, oh, you know what? Yeah, to the Lincoln D. You know what I call the Vikings stadium? I don't know what the hell. I can't remember what the fuck we call it. I don't know, but I call it Philadelphia Eagle Soda. You know, look, Minnesota is where this franchise, everything changed. All right, and Eagles fans, I'm gonna tell y'all this from here on out. If you ever want to talk about the Vikings, if we're ever going against them, put on your Super Bowl gear, man, because they sick right now. They can't seem to keep our names out their goddamn mouth. They can't seem to keep our names out their mouth. So, I mean, you want to piss them off even more? Put your Super Bowl gear on. Every time you make a video, every time you talk shit or you on Twitter or whatever, put your Super Bowl gear on. Make them even more salty. Because Minnesota is where everything started. All right, so, you know, we bitch-smacked them. Then we took it to Minnesota and won the ring in their stadium. All right. I mean, Vikings fans, they're not really worthy of being considered rivals. I mean, we're rivals to them. They ain't shit to us. They looking up at us. They looking at us. We don't give a fuck about them. We got bigger and better things to worry about. Like, I'd rather take the Falcons more serious than the fucking than the Vikings. I mean, but if anything, I feel like the Saints are, worthy of some kind of rivals. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they're like our brick wall when it comes to the playoffs. And I hope we catch them in the playoffs again, because we need to get this monkey off our shoulder. But I'm gonna say the Saints, the Seahawks, the Packers, Cowboys definitely, of course, Giants. It doesn't really feel the same, whatever. But anyway, back to the Cowboys. Look, like I say, they deserve all the trolling in the world. They deserve all the bashing of all that shit they was talking after going 3-0. I kept telling them, you might want to calm yourself down. Stop acting like Eagles fans from 2016 when we were 3-0 and they were a lot. We're talking Super Bowls, I'll admit. Pump your chest a little. I mean, calm yourself down a little. They were acting like Eagles fans from 2016. They were acting like Miami Dolphins fans. I mean, with Eli Manning, they were trash. And now y'all lose to the Packers in your own stadium. And you know what's crazy? I picked them to win. I picked the Cowboys to beat the Packers. And I mean, me being a football fan, I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100. The Cowboys got a better run. The Cowboys got a better run game than us. Come on, Ezekiel Elliott. If they ran the ball more often, they probably would have won. And the Cowboys, they got home field advantage. I picked the Cowboys. It came down to the Cowboys and the Packers. And being though, because the Packers won, I mean, he won. But then again, I'm not as mad because in the end, the Cowboys lost. But just all that crazy shit they was talking, man. That's why I say they got exposed, man. They're not as good as they thought they were. And you know what? I'm gonna keep it 100. If the Cowboys beat if they beat the Saints and or the Packers, they would have got my respect. They beat a winning team. They deserve props. But since they lost back-to-back to both of them, exposed, bruh. But hey, that's just week 5 or week 6 or whatever. We still got the rest of the season to go. But I said what I got to say right there. As far as this channel goes, they had it coming because they was talking all that crazy shit on my videos. I've seen a lot of videos from several Cowboy fans talking hella shit, making more videos about the Eagles. But hey, that's done. It's time for us to, to stop talking about the Cowboys. Maybe it's one thing if we're on Facebook. It's one thing if we're on Twitter. But other than that, we need to worry about our own team because we got the Vikings and we got the Cowboys afterwards. And I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. The only starting material corner that we have is Rasul Douglas. I don't know who the other two people are, all right? They got Michael Gallup. I think Amari Cooper got hurt. And who's the other one? Who's the other guy? Cooper Rush? I don't know. I don't know the guy. Look, they wide receivers have done a little something, okay? Our secondaries are extremely thin. We're not killing Jalen Mills. It is what the fuck it is. And if Simonson's in here, I tried to, hit him up and let him know, what Orlando Scandrick did yesterday. He strip sacked the quarterback and returned it for a touchdown. But he's probably going to have to start at this point. I don't know. But look, I'm just going to say this. Look, let's stop worrying about the Cowboys. We need to worry about our own selves. We're trying to take this division back. And, I'd rather focus more on us winning games back-to-back, taking back what's rightfully ours. Then, whatever's said and done, then we can do our little fair share of trolling the Cowboys when we sweeping or whatever the fuck happens. First place because they have 2 division wins, we have 1. But I'm not going to, keep focusing on them. I mean, maybe if it's on Twitter, whatever. But that's all I got to say right there, man. She saw it coming. We all saw it coming. But we all saw it coming, but hey, can't be surprised at this point. Yeah, enjoy this one, even though it's the Jets. Let's not get too cocky. It's on to the Vikings. We're going to Minnesota. But I mean, I ain't gonna say no more about the Cowboys. We all know they were, we all know what was up with them. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video. You guys take it easy. Fly Eagles fly. Let's be 4-2. Oh, and the Cowboys going against the Jets. Look, the Cowboys are going to beat the Jets. I'll be extremely shocked if they fucking lose. But hey, that's all I gotta say, y'all. I'm out of here.